Hi everyone, I'm here today to do a raw food video for Olive's Dirty Dancing litter. Our puppies are almost at go home day. It's a week away, less than a week away, and super exciting. So hopefully you've watched a few of my videos for previous litters. Not a lot has changed, but I'll just go through this raw food system for you all and give you some of my advice and tips and tricks and show you how I feed my babies. So I'm going to show you today a couple of different products. I want to make this super simple for people. It should not be complicated. It's a little bit intimidating at times, but I've been feeding all of my fur family raw for over 7 years, and all of the puppies are raised this way. I've had huge personal success and satisfaction in feeding my family like this. I have happy, healthy dogs. We really eliminate a lot of the challenges that some of our dogs have. Allergies, hot spots, itching, yeast. Dogs have beautiful coats, beautiful skin, great teeth. So just overall super good health. My dogs also smell amazing. I don't know if anybody noticed that with Olive, or maybe they're just not used to Olive, but you know, when someone says doggy breath or doggy odor, that is based on diet, that smell. So my dogs smell nothing. They have a very light, musty smell, I guess, or musky smell. It's just there. It's your, you know, it's like your children's smell. It's a really nice, easy smell. They don't have bad breath. Again, their teeth are really in good shape, and we have perfect poops. So small, very, very formed, easy poops. So a lot of great benefits to this diet, and super happy dogs. All of my fur family is standing around me thinking they're gonna eat, so hopefully they'll be quiet. You can probably hear the puppies in the background. They're playing. They just had their breakfast. So I'm gonna go through how I feed the family here and make it really easy. I've given you all some shopping lists, and in the shopping list I've given some more details about the content and the reasons behind each of the products. So I won't drain that in this video, but you can look at that. But it's just basically easy to do. So I use Big Country Raw, lots of products on the market. Feel free to explore. I like them because they're Ontario based. They're readily available in almost every pet store now. Ren's, PetSmart, Global, like a whole bunch of things. In Quebec, they have them all at the Mondieu now, and also online delivery, which I love because I get everything delivered to my house and I don't have to go to the store and haul the food home. So great product, but again, a lot of raw available online in the market. So, you know, do your research and find one that you really like. So Big Country Raw follows all raw food companies should follow the BARF guidelines. So biologically appropriate raw food is the acronym. What that means is that we have the right balance of food, nutrients in the food to feed our dogs properly and keep them healthy. So this ratio in this food, it looks like just ground hamburger meat. This ratio in the food is 70% muscle meat, 10% organ meat, 10% bone, and 5 to 10% fruits and veggies. So our dogs really do need all these very important key elements to their food. And this little package puts it all together for us, so we don't have to add it all together to create their diet, which back in the day is how raw feeders did it, right? We just kind of ground everything up and put it all together. Now Big Country Raw does it for us. The bones are very tiny flecks. They're all ground up here, so they're easy to eat and digest for the puppies, which is really good, and for the big dogs. And all we really do is we scoop and serve this. So dogs require essential minerals, vitamins, and amino acids, and we pull all this from the food. And so we don't have to add anything. Big Country Raw doesn't have to add everything. Everything's in here that they need. When we think about kibble, there's actually not enough high quality protein in the dog foods that we feed our dogs in kibble. So the manufacturers add all of these minerals and vitamins artificially to the food. We don't do that. So what we do is we boost it. So I'm going to show you how I boost it. And you don't have to boost it every day. You can say this week I'm going to add a little bit of extra, add a little bit of egg, add a bit of this. It's just about giving some variety and fun to their diet, right? And but this is all complete, so this is a good thing. So to start off, you need a kitchen scale. I love to weigh everything. I think it's really important to see what I'm giving the dogs and then manage their health and look at their body weight and type and make sure that they're getting just not too much, not too little, and then I can adjust the ounces as I see the weight of my dog goes up or the weight of my dog is going down. I want to change how much I'm giving them. So I love the scale. I always use a scale. I dish out 6 dishes every day plus puppies, and I use my scale. So scale is really, really good until you get confident at this. So I just put my bowl on and I zero it out. I use these stainless steel bowls. I like low profile. I can throw these in the dishwasher. They're great. So I put that on the scale, and then all I really have to do is just scoop. So we're gonna say these puppies are probably gonna range in 3 to 5 ounces, and you'll see that when you get your menu for the puppy that you select. So I'm just gonna put in here 3 ounces, and I'll just weigh it out. I just gotta switch it to ounces because I don't know the other. Okay, and then that's it. So there's 3 ounces right there. So that's it. So that's all we have to do. And the other thing that we have to add is omega-3. So within this product, there's the only thing that we can't pull from all the content I talked about was omega-3s. So I like to use hemp seed oil. You can use fish oils, salmon oils. There's lots of different oils on the market. You do have to add it. So don't stress out to add it every day. Add it often. I add it often. Maybe I add it at 1 meal each day, or I add it, you know, if I forget one day, it's not a big deal, but add it often. So I just drizzle that on top, and then we're balanced, and that's it. So that's like the easiest part of raw food. So now I'll just kind of show you other things that I do that kind of pump it up and, you know, just create even higher optimum health for our dogs. So one of the things that you can add, and I add it almost every day to my dog food, is green beef tripe. So that's the stomach lining of the cow. It smells horrifying, and dogs love it. It is their favorite food. So people always think, how can they love that? It stinks so bad. So all I do with this is if I'm feeding a puppy, let's say I'm feeding my puppy 3 ounces, so I'll just go back, I'll bring it down. So this is 2 ounces, and then I'll just throw 1 ounce of tripe in there. If I can get it out, it's kind of chunky. So then I got 3 ounces. So there we go. There's their tripe, and they got all that there. The other thing you can add on top is I like this beef organ meat. It's called a side dish in Big Country Raw. So I feed it to them. I add a couple scoops in. You can weigh this in. Like all of this can be part of the overall meal, but you can also scoop it on top. But let's say a spoonful of this you can add onto your as a topper. So let's say 1 week you grab a container of this, and then that week you're adding a little bit more. You don't have to do it every day. You don't have to do it every week. The challenge is once these are opened, you got to use them. So take advantage of what you've purchased and what you're giving your dog that week. But maybe 1 week you're doing tripe, 1 week you're doing this. The other thing is I love these quail eggs. They're so tiny. And it's a really easy way to add omegas, and I don't know if you can see my little egg, omegas and the shell. They eat everything. I don't know. They eat everything. So it's one egg. So it's really, really good for them. So that's something you can add. I weigh it. So if I was doing, again, 3 ounces, I would add the egg in and count it as part of my ounce. I like to weigh everything. I'm pretty economical here, so if you don't, you don't. But I like to weigh everything as part of the meal. So you can add an egg in there. I do crush these because Lily just ate it whole, but some of my dogs get a little bit weird about it, and some don't like the shell. There's so much good nutrients in the shell, but some of them don't like it. But whatever, you just kind of throw it in, see how it goes. So we got our oils, talked about all the food here. Milk. So calcium is the differentiator between puppies and dogs. Puppies need more calcium. Growing puppies, growing bones, growing muscles, we need more calcium. So mom is nursing, lots of milk, lots of calcium. Then I take over and I'm doing all this. Tripe, all these things support calcium. The bone supports calcium, but I boost it again. So I add raw fermented goat's milk, and this is also great for adult dogs. It creates good gut, healthy gut, lots of probiotics, real powerhouse of nutrient here, and they like it. Some dogs don't. My dogs do. So if I'm feeding my puppy, again, I don't necessarily include this as part of the overall weight, so I just shake it up, splash it on top. That's it. This keeps in the fridge, I think, about 15 days. So a nice bottle like this is going to last you a few weeks. So, and just always remember to shake it. It does separate. But that's my calcium. Another thing that I do for the puppies, and I'm going to encourage families to do it when the puppies go home, because one thing I'm going to warn everybody about is when the puppies go home, you might find they stop eating. Every litter get multiple emails, calls, texts saying, she's not here, she's not eating, what do? I don't know what's going on, should I take them to the vet, etc., etc. Absolutely no. Everything is fine. When they are here, they're eating together. So it's fight or starve. So they all are frantically eating. You've seen in my videos, they're eating quickly to get their share. When they're at home and you're serving them life on a platter, there's no rush. There's no rush. They can take all the time in the world. No one is going to come steal their food. So they do feel a little bit more laid back about their eating. There's also a huge shift, right? So they've come from an environment where they've been raised every day, all day with their sibling. Their mom is here. I've been with them every day, multiple times a day. I'm all they know. So now we're putting them in a new home with new people, new smells. They might not eat. Do not worry. As long as they're drinking, let them be. Offer the food. If they don't eat it in a few minutes, take it away. Offer it again, maybe a few hours later, until they get comfortable. But do not panic as long as they're drinking. They won't starve themselves to death. But I can understand it's a worry. But that's going to be the shift you might see. Pumpkin. I add pumpkin. I just have a little scoop in here. I add it to all the puppies' diet. This is dehydrated pumpkin. I love it because for me it's convenient. I always have it on hand. Pumpkin is like a superfood. It's also amazing when your dog has soft stools or diarrhea. And it's also a miracle if they have constipation for some reason. So it is a really, really nice extra additive to add. I just put a scoop in, and you're going to keep healthy poops and healthy cycle. And as your puppy goes home, there could be some flux in their tummy, right? They could be upset. So the other thing you can add, this is just to boost the minerals and vitamins. This is kelp, sea kelp. So I think it has like 60 oh my God, vitamins and minerals. It's a superfood, right? We all know kelp. So you can just add it. They all come with little scoopies inside the container. I just scoop a little scoop on my dog's food every once in a while. Don't have to do it religiously. Some people do this religiously every day. Great. You can also just kind of grab that and throw it in. Another thing I add is digestive probiotics sometimes. I don't add it every day, but a probiotic is really good. But we also got our goat's milk, so we're kind of covering all the bases. But a probiotic is something that a lot of vets will recommend, and I do see success with it with my dogs too, to balance their healthy gut. That's what we're trying to get, a healthy gut. So in a nutshell, that's how I feed my dogs. And again, really, 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 really easy. There's a lazy, quick way to do it, which is just to scoop in the content of this container because it's barf appropriate, and or you can add it all up and give our dogs a little bit more variety and fun in their diet. So you can kind of make this as fun as you'd like and make it as simple as you like. So hopefully that helps. Lots of questions coming in, but keep them coming. And beyond Go Home Day, I'm always here to help and support. And a lot of the stores now too, the staff are very educated on raw diet. Big Country Raw specifically sends their people to the stores to teach the staff how to support and deliver the raw diet to the customer. So it's not 100%, but there is some really good, knowledgeable people out there, and you'll find that as you talk about it, you'll always find people that are feeding raw and within the community getting really comfortable with it and learning tips and tricks from people, and maybe you're going to share a few too. So getting really knowledgeable on that. So hopefully this helps. Menus are coming. You've got your shopping list, so I think you're all ready. So getting really excited for Go Home Day and the next steps with our little puppies. Thanks, everyone.